Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Cassidy forgot to bring Santa hats.
Oh.
Just kidding. I was supposed to bring
We're at my house. How would I forget to bring them?
I was supposed to bring Santa hats today, and I had a Christmas shirt and everything, and I failed the Christmas episode because I didn't bring any of it.
Give him my antlers because I have a Christmas sweater.
Now I'm a cute widow Rudolph.
Okay, do you have any Christmas moments from growing up or anything? I'd like to hear everybody's in the comments.
I remember I woke up once, and it was 2 in the morning, and I went up to see if Santa was there, brought presents, and I was sitting out there waiting I was just gonna sit there for the next 5 hours until everyone got up. It was 2 in the morning. I was sitting in the living room with all the lights on, and my dad got up an hour later for a glass of water. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing right now? Why go fuck to bed?" Because I was sitting there at 2 in the morning, and I thought I was just gonna stay up till 9 or 10 in the morning.
We weren't allowed to leave our rooms really, because Danny slept on the couch at our house, so we couldn't wake him up. I remember we had to wait for everybody to wake up before we could do our presents, and my whole family would come stay at our house at the time, and I hated it because kids get up so early, and then the 27-year-olds are sleeping in till 10 or 11. So now when they all have kids, they're all like, "Oh, we have to wait till Amber and Cassidy get up," and I'm like, "No, freaking wake me up. As soon as your kids are up, wake me up. I'm not making them wait all day long to open their presents."
Yeah.
I don't care. It can be 5 a.m.
I'm trying to think of peak Christmas.
I have one that I think you've probably heard, but the rest of the world hasn't heard. We were down here on Christmas Eve, and I used to track Santa to see where he was, to see when he was coming to my house, and my uncle was convincing me that I'm on the naughty list and Santa wasn't coming to my house. And I'm like, "I'm not on the naughty list." He's like, "Yeah, you can. You can check it out yourself. There's a website." And I'm like, "What's the website? I'm not on the naughty list." I'm probably and he goes, "Yeah, there's a website, naughtygirls.com. And I run back to the computer, and the whole basement, all the other adults just yell, "No!" And then he's like, "What do you mean? Why?" And then he thinks about it, and he's like, "Don't do that! Do not put that website in!" I was fully about to go type naughtygirls.com and be scarred for life by my uncle.
Oh. I Googled hot chicks one time. Saw a girl's butthole.
And never Googled hot chicks ever again.
And then my parents saw the browsing history, and I got in a lot of trouble.
Wait, they
I don't know how they found it, but a month later, this is so unrelated to Christmas, but yeah, we Googled it. I had a friend over, and I just Googled hot girls, and it came out with this big warning. It was don't enter unless you're 18, because it was a porn site. My friend's like, "Yeah, do it, press it." So we went in, and there was I don't know, there was just a fucking girl's butthole spread eagle on the front page. And that's all we saw. We clicked out. And then, I don't know, a week later or a month maybe, my parents somehow saw it on there. And, yeah, I got in trouble.
You got in trouble for it?
Yeah.
That would never, my parents would sit me down and tell me, have a conversation with me, but I wouldn't have gotten in trouble.
I don't know. I don't know. I remember it was kind of both. It wasn't a lot of trouble, but it was hey, you probably shouldn't be.
Fair.
I dropped a pie on the floor once.
That is a peak Christmas memory. It
was either Christmas or Thanksgiving. I don't remember.
I think it was Christmas because it was flapper pie.
And Cassidy, my mom baked these perfect, awesome pies.
It's my first time meeting his extended family, pretty much. We're going in, and so I'm like, okay, let me be helpful, because I want to make a good impression. I'm not very helpful normally. So I'm like, give me the pies. And I was a server at the time, so I was used to carrying food. So I was holding these 2 pies just flat on each hand. And Nick's like, "No, you can't have the pie." So he takes them from me, walks into the door. First thing he does, drop them. And we can't eat the pie because there's glass everywhere. There's glass in the pie. And everyone was just like, "Why did you take them from Cassidy?"
The dog fucking jumped on me. So I was holding a pie, and I can't remember if was I holding both of them or just one of them? I don't know. I had one for sure. And the dog went to jump on me, and I went to kind of half pet him / push him away. And as I tipped over, the pie just went zoop, hit the floor.
Just saying, that would not have happened
everywhere.
If they were still in my hands.
We had no pie. No pie for Christmas.
Yeah.
And now Cassidy doesn't let me down. Let me live it down that I dropped the pie.
Well, because he took it from me.
Bro, I just wanted to carry the pie and be nice.
Wait, you're not supposed to let me be the nice one.
No, you're the guest. You come and you don't do anything because you're the guest.
No, I'm no longer a guest when I'm part of the family.
But I just wanted to carry the pie. The dog, I blame the dog. Everyone's like, "No, you just dropped it." But it was definitely the dog's fault.
Nick's family probably would have been like, why are you letting the girl carry the pie? So, like, I get it, but, like, my family is like, girls carry pies!
Does your family have any Christmas traditions? I don't think we have anything crazy.
The only tradition we used to have was, like, we got pajamas on Christmas Eve. But when the family expanded to a lot of people, we stopped doing that because it was always, like, one person doing it, and it was a lot of work. But we do have matching pajamas this year.
We used to do Secret Santa, like, across all of our... We used to do Secret Santa across all of our cousins and stuff, which was kind of a family tradition, but then there's, like, 20-some grandkids, so then it just got to be... And everyone lived, like, across the country, so it turned into this big thing, and now we don't do it.
Yeah, I don't think we really have anything. We actually have had, like, a lot over the years. We used to go to a movie on Christmas Eve together.
I don't like that. I don't know why, but that just gives me an ick.
And then, why does it give you an ick?
I don't know.
What's wrong with, like...
It just made me cringe a little bit. I don't know. Not the fact... I don't know. I just didn't like that.
Well, that makes
You've
no
told me
sense.
that before, but I don't know. I just don't like that.
And then before, like, I had you, I guess.
Chinese food?
Yeah, we'd have Chinese food on Christmas Day with just,
Before
like...
I had you?
Yeah.
Like you're a child?
Yeah.
Did you birth me?
Apparently. Like, we used to... my parents, my sister, and me would come back, and we'd have Chinese food on Christmas Day. Because it's open. And it would be, like, the only thing open. And I love Chinese food, so that was a good tradition. But now I have to go to Christmas on Nick's side. And we do
What
Hanukkah.
the fuck does that mean? I have to go on Nick's side.
Listen, I think about it all the time how we should just not go to each other's Christmases. Because we both, like, complain
don't
about the
have to.
fact that we have, like, no time off in Christmas.
I just hate how, like, much stuff
And so, like,
is always going on in Christmas.
what if we just only went to our own ones?
We've done that for the last 7 out of 8 years.
No, I still came last year. Just to one with your parents.
We don't normally really do anything. Like, we usually do our own thing.
Yeah, you weren't at mine last year. I do know that because I was all alone. It was awful.
I was all alone.
So my sister also wasn't there because she works shift work, so she had to work.
I get time off work and I just want to do nothing. Like, I have so much other things going on that I just want to, like, sleep and not talk to the world.
I get it. Oh, I get
But
it.
Christmas, it's like 2 weeks of just like, everyone's like, oh, the holidays, it's so relaxing, this and that. And it's not. It's like, you gotta do this, you gotta be at this person's house, then you got this dinner, and you got 18 more dinners, then you gotta do this, and it's like, and then New Year's, and fucking, it's like, bro, I just want to sit and stare at a wall and just let my soul leave my body for like 4 days before I think about anything.
Fair. Do you have... I don't have one, so you probably won't have one. A favorite Christmas movie?
I probably like the Home Alones. But again, I don't really watch TV, really.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't think I even have one, so...
Or the Grinch, maybe?
The Grinch is a
Is
good
the Grinch
classic.
a Disney movie? Throwback to last episode?
I don't
Is
know.
Grinch Disney?
I don't know.
But honestly, I'm just getting sucked in on TikTok to the Grinch stealing kids' presents. So, like, someone's family member dresses up as the Grinch, and then they go in for, like, Christmas Eve or when there's, like, I don't know, family dinner or something, goes in there and steals all the presents in front of the kids, and the kids are just losing it. They're just crying and screaming, and some of them are trying to fight the Grinch, and it's so funny when there's, like, 4 kids literally trying to punch the shit out of
Oh my
a
lord!
Grinch dad that's dressed up. They're so funny, and that's all my TikTok feed is.
I'm on Elf on the
I
Shelf
think we should
TikTok.
do that for the kids. They might be too old now. I
They're
don't
too
know.
old.
But
They
I
would
think that
know
would
it
have
was
been
you.
hilarious.
One year someone dressed up as Santa, and I'm pretty sure someone was like, I think that's Dad. I think it was Clara, the youngest one.
I don't think anyone ever dressed up as Santa in our house.
We,
I forgot
They
who was
did it-
wearing these.
they would have like Danny's like law firm had a kids' Christmas party every year.
I hated going to see Santa too.
Me too. My mother was talking about it the other day, who I never wanted to see. I wanted to stay as far fucking away from Santa as I could.
Like, what a
Other
cop
kids are
out.
like,
and I was
Santa. And I was like, get me away from this strange old man.
I was too smart too. I was like, this isn't fucking Santa. I was like, if Santa's here, why is there another one on the other side of the mall? Like, there's like fucking Santa here, and we were driving down. There was a Santa standing on the side, fucking jingling their bells for donations. Like, I was like, where are all these Santas coming from?
My parents obviously did not tell you good stories about how he's magical.
They told me that they were elves and stuff, which maybe they are.
Santa, all the Santas are elves?
Yeah.
No, my Santa could just move magically so he could be one place really quickly. How do you think he does the whole world in one night with his Santa sacks?
I was told that Santa's elves dressed up as Santa to like go get the orders. to like
Interesting.
because there was so many.
Interesting play. I see.
Honestly, I think this is an interesting concept of like what your lore of Santa was.
Yeah.
Because everyone, it's like some kids are smarter, and then others, like, I don't know, they just question it, and then your parents just gotta think on their feet of what the lore is, and then everyone's got like a different like.
Yeah, and then the thing is, once we all go to school or like the internet, it's so easy now to like have it ruined. Like once Josie finds out that Santa isn't real, all the other kids are gonna know. Like Mason already knows. He's like kind of at the age where he's starting to be like, I don't think it's real, but he's gonna keep it alive for like the other kids. As soon as Josie knows, she's gonna be like, you're dumb, you still believe in Santa, that's for kids.
And then the other one was, I always questioned, like, I was like, we have a chimney in our house. I was like, and the lore was always that Santa came down the chimney. So I was like, how do other people get Santa in their house? My parents still had a magical key that fucking.
I don't know if my parents ever told me, but I just assumed they went on, he had to like, because he was so big with his belly, so he had to squish it to get into the chimney, so I just also assumed he could squish himself under the door.
See, this is what I'm saying. The lore is funny of what people believe Santa could do and can't do. And they just told me, I can't remember if they told me that there was multiple Santas or if he was just really fast. I can't remember.
He's fast. He got magic powers. And the Rudolph.
Honestly, Christmas movie Elite Polar Express, I think.
We should go do the train next year. They did it this year. We should have gone.
What
There's
train?
a train in Stettler that takes you through the Polar Express. Like they have like lights, so it looks like you have to like cover your eyes as you go through like the vortex and like stuff.
Polar Express was
and like
an elite
you meet
movie.
Santa and stuff.
Yeah, we could have did that. That'd been cool.
They just did it with the kids this year.
That'd been cool.
With AL. I don't really remember the Polar Express anymore. I'd have to rewatch it.
I remember it being good, but maybe that's just my childhood nostalgia.
I just remember about one Christmas movie that used to always come on, like, the TV during Christmas time, about the kids who, like, I think they knock Santa out, and then they have to, like, it's like a brother and a sister, and they go around and they deliver all the presents for Santa because they accidentally, like, they thought there was an intruder in their house, and they just beat the fuck out of Santa. And then they realize, like, no one's gonna get their presents, so they go hop on the sleigh and deliver all the presents to save Christmas.
Save Christmas. Honestly, the deer. I used to put carrots out for deer.
Yes. That, like, who cares about Santa Claus?
That was
I
a
needed to
tradition.
make sure Rudolph had his snack.
Carrots. And I remember, now that I, like, think back on it, it's funny to see, like, because you always want to leave, like, cookies and milk out for Santa and stuff. And I remember getting this jumbo glass. Like, this massive. And my parents both don't drink milk. My dad's lactose
You
intolerant.
just pour it out.
That's fair. But I remember.
You think that they drank
Maybe.
it?
I
Your
don't know.
dad's lactose intolerant?
Yeah.
What?
He doesn't do well with the dairy.
I never knew this. I cook with dairy all the time at your house, and I'm just
If it's
kind
like
of
a little bit,
poisoning him?
he eats ice cream and shit still. It doesn't like, he just gets gassy and shits himself.
Does he have little pills?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
But like,
I feel like I knew Dustin kind of was for
he
some
just-
reason, but
well,
I did not know
I think
Keith
that's
was.
where I got it from. But he just like, if he eats ice cream, he's got to prepare to eat
Fair.
ice cream.
Fair.
But he likes to eat ice cream and all this. But anyways, it's not like we can't cook. We cook with cheese and stuff all the time. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
why I was
severe.
confused.
It's not like.
Yeah.
But anyways, I remember getting this giant cup and I was gonna pour all this milk, and I don't know, maybe they just like didn't want me to waste it. But looking back on it, I interpreted it as that he didn't want to drink that much milk as a lactose person. But I remember, I was like Santa's gonna need so much milk because like he's gonna be thirsty, and I got this big ass glass, but it's like, don't pour that much because he did
Santa
not want to drink it.
Eat and drink everything? My parents always would leave stuff, so like we were just talking about how like they had to be really smart with us, so like they had to get someone else to write it because we knew their writing too well. And then like they'd have like try and figure out the perfect size to bite out of the cookie because you'd leave like a bite mark or how much carrot you had to
would
leave.
be fucking putting it up to your mouth.
Have you met my sister?
It would have just ate them. My parents just ate them or threw them out. Or
No, they always left it, and they always said like Santa just like took a little snack, but he had more snacks.
Did they
at the
ever write
next
you a
house.
note?
Yeah, we got notes.
Like he left you notes. So I think a few years we got notes, but I can't remember.
But my parents couldn't write it because we would know.
I think it was my dad writing on the presents, but he would use like a special font that he used every year.
Yeah.
I remember I started to get smart. I was like, the wrapping paper. I'm like, I'm gonna figure out what the wrapping paper is, but I couldn't find it. They must have hid it because I couldn't find it. I was like, oh, Santa wrapped with this. I'm gonna go see if it's in the bin downstairs.
I don't really. Do you remember when you like stopped like knowing like when you found out the Santa was
What do you mean?
Like, do you remember, like, the moment? Like, did you have, like, a good moment or anything? Like, my aunt has a moment when she found out, she went to her, like, brother, like, my dad, and my dad was like, you have to continue believing or else we won't get gifts. So, like, you have to pretend. And they pretended for, like, 4 more years that she still believed in Santa.
I'm pretty sure my mom, in a way, would still put... She hasn't for years, but it wouldn't surprise me if she did give us presents from Santa. And just pretend, like, I don't know, that probably didn't make any sense, but...
My mom told me she almost bought Elf on the Shelf this year because I'm so invested into Elf on the Shelf every year that she was going to do it for me.
Things.
They're so
fun.
good. I don't have a memory of, like, remembering about Santa, but I feel like I probably just knew because I am a snooper and I snoop every year, and my parents still to this day still hide all of the presents in the closet in their room. I hid it there since we moved here.
Your mom watches this, she's going to know now that you snoop.
I don't really snoop as much anymore. I don't have to snoop. She asks me what I want this year, and I said slippers.
I think I just naturally, like, figured it out. Like, and same thing, I didn't want to, like, tell my parents that I didn't believe, because then you don't get presents from Santa. I was scared that I wasn't going to get presents from Santa. But I think just naturally, like, people would talk about it on, like, the radio. Like, I remember one time we were in the car just driving, and they were talking about how Santa's not real. My dad was like...
Literally us on the internet right now. A kid clicks on this. My, last night we had, like, family Christmas with my mom's side, and my one cousin, they were talking about how when she realized Santa wasn't real, her, like, 2 best friends at school told her Santa wasn't real, and she came home and she didn't talk to them for weeks because she said, Mom, they're lying to me. They told me you buy my presents, but I know that's not true because they said you do it on Christmas Eve and you wouldn't leave us home alone. And she apparently didn't talk to her friends for, like, 2 weeks because she was like, they're lying to me about Santa not being real.
I don't know, I think, I just figured out. We got presents from Santa, though, till I swear I was, like...
Same.
Almost 20. Had to have been.
My parents just kept doing it. They were
That's
from
what I mean.
Santa.
But I think it was just more for my parents. Like, we obviously knew that Santa wasn't, but I think my parents just
They wanted to
liked
keep
doing
going it. We have, like, new kids, so we have to now pretend Santa's real again. And it's honestly really hard. You forget sometimes. Like, you mess up and you're like, shit, I gotta fix that, but...
You gotta come up with some new Santa lore of why I said that.
It's crazy.
Santa.
But Elf on the Shelf, I would not want to have a kid because I would have to do it, and that sounds awful, but I love watching them. I love the ones where, like, the parents are, like, writing on the kids' faces as the elf.
That one, or I love the one where they put the chicken bones out.
Oh, yes.
They put the chicken bones out with the little, like, Santa hat on and stuff, and it looks like the elf's bones, and they put it beside their cat, and the kid comes up and says, you monster, you ate Jimmy, or whatever the fuck his name is. The kid's just bawling.
I love watching kids cry over Elf on the Shelf. And you know that there are some kids that are, like, really bad and they're always touching, because there's some people on TikTok, they're like, yeah, we just have, like, a pile of cinnamon that we say is magic powder, and we just have to sprinkle it on our elf, and the magic comes back.
I love the lore that people come up with all their things. Like, it's awesome.
Other people said they, like, send it back to Santa for, like, a day, like, with, like, an apology note, like, sorry I touched Buddy, can you please give him his magic back? I promise, like, I won't touch him again. And then he's gone for, like, 2 days and he comes back.
So when this kid the parents just changed the screensaver on the iPad to look like it was broken, and they put the elf beside it.
Some parents are savages!
And the kid grabs the elf, throws it in the bed, and just starts...
Oh my god!
Out of the elf, he says, you stupid! He's just beating the shit out of this doll.
Oh my lord!
It's good. It's really good.
People are savages with their Elves on the Shelf.
That's the thing. I would want to do Elf on the Shelf for, like, a few times just to, like... I don't know. I think it would be fun to, like, come up with different things. But it's like, you gotta come up with 25 fucking... You gotta change it every day. I think I'd run out of things. For the next... Like, if you got kids, because once you start Elf on the Shelf, you gotta do it for the next 10 years. 10 years times 25
we'll
different versions.
We'll just be telling our kids at 4 years old, guys, Santa's not real. Elf is not real. Clifton and Tabby were saying that, like, sometimes they'd forget. And they'd wake up in the morning, they'd be like, did you move the elf? No.
Wait, did
you move the elf? They did it. They don't do it anymore. And the kids would be like, he didn't move last night. Because they're up way before them. So, that would be me. I'd be forgetting.
The Elf on the Shelf.
Oh, gosh.
I love the lore that people come up with. Some of it is so smart.
I mean,
Just
it's
like
so many.
people,
like, even the tooth fairy, we have to, like...
I wasn't allowed to put my tooth under the bed, under the pillow.
What? Why?
Because I would wake up. I'd wake up if they reached under there while I was sleeping. I'd 100% wake up. So I had to leave it on the desk.
That's so lame. Your parents need to be smarter than that.
I had to leave it on the desk, and yeah, it'd come in and But, like, that's sketchy. Can you imagine being a parent trying to fucking... You gotta, like, James Bond your ass in there to, like...
Have you not seen, like, the TikToks of people going into the room to put the elf in the room, even? And they're, like, their flashlights on, and they're just, like, step, pause, because the kid, like, moves a little bit.
Like, I don't even know how, like, some of those elves where they're drawing on the kid and stuff, like, how do you get in there and draw on the kid without the kid waking up?
Listen,
Like,
I can sleep through a freaking fire alarm, so...
well, if someone dropped a nickel in the hallway, I'd wake up.
Nope, I'm good. No, I'm sleeping through everything. I'm dying. 100%. The elf is coming to murder me.
I was the lightest sleeper. I'd hear a creak in the middle of the night, and I'd have to run and sleep with my parents because I'd be scared. Don't laugh at that. What the hell? I'd hear something just freaking eat, and I'd be like...
What a scaredy cat.
Maybe, I used to have to search and clear my room like a SWAT team because I thought there was ghosts in there.
What?
I had to just strategically, like, Navy SEAL clear that thing because I thought there was, like, things hiding in my closet and under my bed. And I had to, like, do it in a certain pattern of make sure there was nothing there.
Like a normal kid, you just go under your blanket, nothing can touch you when you're under the blanket.
I had to clear the room, and then I'd shut the door because then I knew if I heard the door open in the night, then I knew something was fucking up. But I had to start...
If they're ghosts, they go through the door.
No,
they go
door,
right
baby.
through the wall.
My dad used to take Lysol, and he used to... Because I thought there was monsters in my room, so he said he made monster spray. He put Lysol, he drew a picture of a monster and taped it to a bottle of Lysol and it's like air freshener and sprayed around in the room.
That's so cute.
And said it was monster killer.
Wait, that's so cute.
I had to start on one side of my room, look under the bed, because I had to do it strategically so that the ghost couldn't walk behind me as I was in the room. So I had to do it in order so that I knew the whole room was clear and safe. I had to do it every night before bed.
Oh my god, I would be murdering you. I'd be like, get your fucking ass in bed.
Every night. Oh no, I would... If my parents were on that, I would just pretend I was going to bed and then I'd get up and look after.
If you're under your blankets, you just put everything under your blankets and you're safe. But if you have a thing out of your blanket, a monster can come and grab you.
Well, that was the thing too. Like I remember there was nights in the summer where I'd be so hot, but I could not get out of the blanket
you
I
stay
thought I was going to
under the
lose a toe.
blanket. Your little toe sneaks out and the gremlins come.
Which I think that's why I like to cocoon myself when I sleep, partly because I've just trained myself that I have to be fully secured and
still
only
scared
my
of
head.
monsters?
Only my head can be out because the monster can get
Nick's
your head.
getting up after I go to bed to SWAT clear his room.
Just,
oh, that's incredible.
no, I had to. I don't know if it was partly an OCD thing because I had to do it or I could not sleep.
Yeah, it's probably compulsive.
And I had like a routine that I had to do every single night. I don't know why it stopped.
Let us know your strange sleeping habits, Santa lore, memorable Christmas memory.
Did you ever want to cut down a tree and use it?
No.
I wanted to cut myself a tree down.
Didn't you guys used to use a
Real tree?
real tree?
Only for a few years. I liked a real tree, actually.
No, way too much work, way too much effort.
It is a lot of work, but I love how they smell. It makes your
I'm-
house smell so nice and
No, it
fresh.
smells like the outside.
Yeah, it smells fresh and like...
No.
I want to cut down my own tree and use it.
barely even want to put up a fake tree, so...
That's not true, but you used to love, you're like, we're gonna get this tree, and like, we have one tree for when we move out, and then we have this one too for like this kind. And
Yeah, I grew up and realized it's way too much work and I have to clean up after it.
Yeah, well...
What's your favorite, like, food for Christmas? Do you have one? I feel like
Honestly,
you
I
probably don't.
kind of don't like Christmas food.
I knew this. I don't really either, but my family does pierogies and it's delicious.
Pierogies are good. I think ham is the best part. Honestly...
Oh, hash brown casserole too. Oh, yum. I know you don't really like it, but it's so good.
It's okay. Not like super amazing.
Well, because you don't like sour cream or
Yeah, because
anything creamy.
Who
No,
likes
it's
sour
delicious.
cream? Just
Stop touching my mic stand.
No.
You keep shaking it.
Sour cream just it tastes sour.
Yeah,
Why would you want to eat something that's moldy?
It's sour cream, but you eat sour candies. Why?
It's not moldy.
Yeah, but it tastes sour. It doesn't taste
Yeah, but
good.
it's not moldy.
It's not moldy either.
It tastes...
Your sour cream still molds if it's in the fridge. It's not moldy.
Sour cream is moldy. Why do you think it's called sour? Because it went sour. It
Yeah,
went bad.
But it's not mold.
That's what it
It's
is.
going
It's
bad,
sour.
but there's no mold on it.
It's a type of edible mold.
It's
Can we fact
delicious.
check this? I think sour cream is mold. You're eating mold. Because, I don't know, it just tastes like dookie. I like ham. I used to hate turkey. I don't...
Sour cream is just fermented.
Fermented means it's mold.
You drink wine. That's fermented grapes.
Good point, cousin. But it's not like food.
You drink,
And it's like filtered.
like, do you ever eat kimchi or anything?
What is kimchi?
So no. It's also fermenting like your cabbage and stuff. Delicious.
Gross.
I'm gonna have to make you try kimchi apparently.
Nasty. I don't know. I could
Fermenting
go with
is, like,
one
also a
turkey
way of
dinner like a
preserving.
year.
I would agree, but
I
I
don't
do
need
love
more.
pierogies. I do love ham if there's ham.
That's
Hash
why
brown casserole. Mm.
I guess my mom's Christmas tradition would be just like making something that's not turkey dinner.
No, your mom's Christmas dinner is chicken lasagna or whatever that
We're
is,
doing
and that's
pulled pork
awful.
this year. She tries the last couple of years she did chicken lasagna. I'm not a huge fan of it.
No, that thing's awful. I
But
hate
she
it.
tries to make something different every year, so that you don't have 100 turkey dinners. Some
You-
people live for the 100 turkey dinners.
My
but
sister's
I
that
just
person.
can't. It's not for me, sister.
We did ham and meatballs last night, and then we'll do turkey
Meatballs.
ham and pierogies.
Meatballs are weird.
I don't like meatballs either.
Meatballs. We were talking about meatloaf again on stream last night.
Meatloaf always comes up.
Meatloaf is so nasty.
I agree. Okay, I have trivia. What is my mom
Why do you
talking
want a
about?
ball meat or like? Why do you want it in a? Just that's all it is. It's just a lump of meat. Like, put it on something. Mix it with something. Like, cook something together. Like a hamburger, it's the chunk of meat, but there's also stuff with it. It's not just meat. You know?
Okay, what popular Christmas beverage is called milk punch? I've already seen the answer to this one, so I can't answer, but I will be able to answer the rest of them.
Milk punch.
Popular Christmas beverage.
Milk punch.
Yeah.
Alcoholic.
It could be alcoholic, I guess. It's just what.
Eggnog.
Yeah, eggnog is the right answer. Ding, ding, ding.
Yes. Milk punch.
What did the other
That makes me
reindeer
sick.
not let Rudolph do because of his shiny red nose?
Playing all the reindeer games. Hell yeah, brother. I knew Rudolph.
Correct.
Rudolph was my guy.
How many ghosts show up in A Christmas Carol? I know this one, but I'll let Nick
I
answer.
have no idea. It's either 7 or 11.
Isn't it 3 past, present, and future? I was literally in this play, so I should know this.
Oh,
but
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it's
I
past,
would've-
present, and future.
I would've
Ghosts of
said
Christmas
7.
past, Ghosts of Christmas present, and Ghosts of Christmas future. 4. What's the last one? What did I miss?
Whoa,
It
doesn't
doesn't
it tell you?
me.
Well, we got ruined.
Where was baby Jesus born?
Bethlehem, isn't it?
Yes, good job.
I probably knew that more than you. Did you know that?
I did, but I would have had to rack my brain for like exactly what
I
it
knew
was.
My
Okay.
mom had a lot of, what are those things called? Where all the people are set up in the
The
barn.
ranger? The manger? The manger.
The ranger. I don't think that's
The
it.
mangers.
No, that's not it. Activity scene. Activity scene?
Oh,
Nativity
yeah, I
scene.
was thinking about what the actual like building is called that they're
A
in.
stable?
Are they in a manger?
What the hell is a manger?
Away on the manger. Da, 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 da.
What is a manger?
Is that not what it is? Hold on, I need to Google it.
That sounds like a park ranger mixed with a lion. A lion's mane.
Away in the manger. No crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay, the little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The cattle are lowing, the baby awakes, but little Lord Jesus no crying he makes. Away in the manger, it's a song!
Didn't know that.
What does manger mean? I think that's what
It's
the thing
probably
is
like
called.
a stable.
No, not a manager. What are you doing? A long open box or trough for horses or cattle to eat from.
Like a trough.
A trough. A manger. What are the 2 most popular names for Santa Claus?
Saint Nick.
That's one for sure.
That's me, baby.
There's another one. 2. I don't think you'll get this one.
No, I know this. Saint Nick and Kris Kringle.
Yes!
I'm
You
down
got
on the
your
Christmas lore, baby.
lore! I would have done that one.
You wouldn't have?
I don't think so.
Bro, I'm dominating. I don't think I've got one wrong.
Elvis isn't going to have a white Christmas. He's going to have a ...
Cocaine.
Blue Christmas.
What?
I think it's a song. Well, this one's easy. What do people traditionally put on top of a Christmas tree?
Our house, we always put an angel on the top, but
An
I would
angel
say...
is correct.
Really?
Yeah, but I feel like people do put
I
stars
feel like
now.
the stars, the more... We always
Oh,
have an angel.
in Home Alone, your Christmas movie,
Uh-huh.
where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind?
I don't know, that's such a minute detail. I don't... Fucking Boston. No. I'm pretty sure they're from Boston, aren't they? Hawaii?
Paris.
Oh, that's right. Shit, brothers.
Oh God. In the classic Christmas movie How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Grinch was described with 3 words. What are they?
Hideous. Terrible. Stinky.
Stink, stank, stunk.
What? So I was kind of close.
Oh. The Grinch is a little cat. He's cute.
He's not a cat.
He's based on a cat. Look at him. He's literally a cat.
No, he's like a mole rat.
He's based on a cat.
I don't think so. I think the Grinch is... I didn't even think about the Grinch being an animal.
He's like not an animal, but like his features are based. Like he's got like whiskers and furry and the claws.
Doesn't have claws. Grinch does not have claws.
Look at those. Tell me those aren't claws.
That's fur.
The fingers?
Yes, that's fur. I promise that's fur.
They're like claws though. They like go out and thinner. They're not like sharp like claws, but they're still claws.
Cat has thin claws that goes...
Well, he's based on it. He's not actually a cat.
I don't...
It's like how dragons are based on cats, because cats are incredible.
Huh?
When they're drawn. When you look at, like a picture of a dragon drawing, it looks like how a cat draws. The cat sleeps. A dragon drawing. When you look at a picture of a dragon sleeping.
No, but any animal sleeps the same. That has 4 legs.
No, they don't. Cats sleep differently than dogs.
No.
Especially when they're like loafing with their things underneath and...
When they're curled up in a ball, most animals sleep
dragons,
the same.
like personalities, they're like very similar normally, and they're like grumpy. They only like certain people.
Dogs do that too.
No,
you've never had a dog, so you can't tell me no.
But when people think about dogs, they think lovable, like fun, energetic. When you think about cats, you think grumpy. Don't like to be around people. You can't tell them what to do. Stereotypes. I would not know that one, so I'm skipping it.
I bet you I would.
In which modern-day country was St. Nicholas born?
Jerusalem?
Turkey.
What?
Told you would know it.
Wait, why did I say Jerusalem? But isn't... I don't know, that world gets tricky over there. There's a lot of religion over there.
What words follow Silent Night in the song?
Silent night.
It's 2 words.
Silent night, we sleep tonight.
Silent night, holy night.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All is
I had the rhythm down.
I don't know about that one.
What do you mean? Silent night.
What did Frosty the Snowman do when a magic hat was placed on his head?
He came to life.
He began to dance around.
You know what's crazy? Someone told me that they like ginger snap.
Like the
They're excited for
cookies?
Christmas because they like ginger snap. Yeah.
That's a normal thing.
What?
I don't really like
them.
them.
Are you 70?
People like ginger snaps a lot. I don't really like them.
Old-fashioned donuts and ginger snap. What a combination. You belong in an old folks' home.
Which Christmas song contains the lyric, everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way?
I wish for a figgy pudding.
I wish for a figgy pudding. I wish for a figgy pudding.
Is that how that even goes?
I don't know. But it's not that song. It's rocking around the Christmas tree and a happy holiday.
I don't like Christmas music either.
What are you supposed to do when you find yourself under the mistletoe?
Suck on someone's toes.
Yeah, pretty much. Which one of Santa's reindeers has the same name as another holiday mascot? I never thought about this, actually. I was about to say none, but it's literally one of them.
I'm pretty sure there's a porn star called Vixen.
That's not a holiday mascot! Cupid!
Oh, close enough.
In the song Winter Wonderland, what do we call the snowman?
In what?
The song Winter Wonderland.
Don't even know what song that is.
Parson Brown. What is the name of the main villain in The Nightmare Before Christmas? You've probably never seen it. The Oogie Boogie.
How about this?
Oh, the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time is Home Alone.
Yeah, that kid made bank off it.
Yeah.
That kid got fucked up after that because he had so much money at 8.
That's how child stardom goes.
He, got a little mangled up in the sauce. Home Alone, there's like 8 of them too.
There's a lot of them. That movie had me convinced that people were going to break into my house and I was going to have to do
Fight them off with a
booby
tarantula.
traps.
The other thing I hated about Christmas was putting up lights. I liked looking at lights, but we always had to put up lights, and we always did on the absolute coldest day of the year.
We put ours up and don't take them down all year.
And you're one of those people.
Like normal people, because
No,
why would you want to
those
put...
people get judged.
No, like everyone on my street's that way, because why would you want to put up Christmas lights in -30? Also, we have ours now for Halloween.
Yeah, we did that too. We put up a strip up there now that you can't really see, so that we don't get heavily judged.
No,
for not taking them
listen,
down.
no one's judging you besides probably the people that deserve to be judged for putting it up in -40.
Bro, it was so, my dad, and we were
And
like,
why do you care if people are
we were
judging
like
you?
8 years old, and my dad's like, come help us put up Christmas lights. Like, an 8-year-old kid's gonna fucking climb up the ladder and start stapling things to the roof. Like, we were actually gonna do something. So me and my brother were just standing in -40, just watching him put Christmas lights up. But we had to come help put the Christmas lights up. But we didn't do anything but stand in the cold and freeze our nuts off.
Definitely never helped put Christmas lights up. I did help decorate for Halloween, but not Christmas lights.
I hated that shit.
That's why you just leave them up. And, like, why do you care if someone's judging you? Save me from having to be out there in the cold.
I got nothing else.
Because I'm right. Well, thank you all for sharing your Christmas stories with us.
Christmas time is here. It's come again.
Wait, did you always have to participate in, like, the Christmas concerts?
Oh, I hated those things. Oh my golly. Actually, my mom used to tell me I was excited for them when I was, like...
Yeah, you probably... I feel like all kids are really excited about them when they're young.
I just don't believe it, because I just remember hating them.
I was the star in the one in grade 5.
Okay.
I played Carol in A Christmas Carol, so Scrooge. And my parents were always said, they're like, how would you do this if you're a kid? Like, it's so much more awful when you have to sit through this, like, 3-hour play and your kid's in one scene. At least we got to watch our kid, like, the entire time, but, like, having to sit there and listen to all these kids sing terribly for 3 hours otherwise would be so awful.
Oh, the singing was so bad. Why did they make us sing at a Christmas concert? Golly,
we had handbells to do.
And my parents made me go. I didn't even have an option to say no.
Yeah, I feel like it's required a lot. Now they're not called Christmas concerts, though.
Yeah, because there's too much politics with it.
I don't really care, though. Like, why are we forcing people to celebrate Christmas?
No, I agree. I don't think it needs to be.
It can be a holiday concert.
Holiday. Rocking around the holiday. How does that song go? Don't look at me like that.
Rocking around the Christmas tree?
Maybe.
Rocking around the Christmas tree on a Christmas... Mistletoe hung where you can find...
We should just sing Christmas songs for the last 10 minutes.
We go Christmas caroling?
Never done that. Have you done that?
I've never done it, but I thought about texting you saying that I signed us up for it.
If someone came
I was
going
going
to
to just text you and be like, I signed us up for Christmas caroling. We have to go on Monday night.
I wouldn't have came.
I would have picked you up. I think you would have. You would have been like, what the fuck are we doing?
I would have not.
Imagine, we're just going door knocking to sing Christmas carols.
If someone knocked on my door and asked if they could sing me a badly pitched Christmas tune, I would slam the door in their face and tell them to get off my property.
They used to come into pho when I worked there.
To do what?
To sing to the people, and I would shoo them out. I'd be like, people are trying to eat in peace, get the fuck out of here.
They would come in the restaurant and sing in the lobby?
Yeah, and they'd have their little asking for tips, and I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
See, that's wrong. That's really wrong. You can't go in there and make me listen to someone that's
have a bucket. They're not really making you give tips.
But I don't want to listen to your tone-deaf music
I
and
kicked
beg
them
for
out.
tips.
I was like, get out of here. Everyone's trying to just
I've
eat
never heard that before.
in their Christmas shopping.
They came into a restaurant?
Yeah. They did it multiple years. Only the South Common one, because we were, like, in South Common, so people were Christmas shopping, so I feel like they did it there, but the Meadows one, that never happened.
Oh, we never talked about Christmas shopping either. What kind of Christmas shopper? Cassidy's a last-minute Christmas shopper. She waits till literally, like, 4 minutes before midnight on Christmas.
I did my Christmas shopping yesterday.
And it's the 23rd today.
There have literally been years where me and my sister have been out on Christmas Eve trying to get everyone gifts.
I try to...
I hate it. I just hate it so much.
Yeah, I try and get all my Christmas shopping done before, like middle of November.
I know, when it's awful, because you always ask me what I want. I was like, I don't even want to think about Christmas yet.
I don't want to be anywhere near a store, on the streets, anywhere near life during Christmas.
Like,
because there's too much shit going on. There's too many people. I'm stuck in traffic for hours and hours, and I just want to cut my own toes off.
You gotta be strategic about where you go. And when you go.
I hate Christmas shopping. It's been better now that you can get shit online.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember having to go to the Bay, being like 8 years old, and we're going to get my mom some like earrings. My dad would drag us to the Bay, and like, oh my gosh, there's so many people. You'd have to wait in line for hours just to look at one little earring, and you'd be like, yeah, this looks like ass. I don't want this. And then you would freaking...
Lord. No, I don't even want to think about Christmas, and then all of a sudden I'm like, shit, Christmas is in 3 days. I should probably think about Christmas.
I hate Christmas shopping. I hate the consumer. I like the idea of Christmas and hanging out with people, but I hate the consumerism of Christmas, where it's just like...
I hate all of it.
You gotta... like, everyone... I had one friend telling me that it was just like, you just try and get the cheapest Christmas present so that you win. If you spend the least amount and the other person gets you something more, you won.
Obviously, they don't like to give gifts. I think...
But it's just like... And
I
then it's
don't-
like... Someone gets you something, and then you feel obligated to give something back, and it's just like... There's no, like... The magic of, like, just, like...
Why you have rules to not give gifts to people.
Huh?
That's why you just...
Oh, have rules not to.
Alliances.
But, like, the lore of just, like... Oh, I, like, genuinely actually thought that this would be something... And it's not, like, something that was, like, $6 billion, because now I feel obligated that I have to spend $1 million back on you. Maybe that's just my brain, but I don't know.
Partially your brain, partially how the system has made it. I don't know. I just feel like if you need a holiday to convince you to hang out with your family, maybe you don't like them. Like, I hang out with my family all the time. I do not, like, Christmas is just another day for me to see them. Like, I don't need it. If I miss Christmas, I'm not upset because I'll see them in 2 weeks at dinner.
Yeah, but it's different for people that live out of town and stuff. They don't really have that luxury of, like, being able to do that all the time. It gives you, like, a reason, like, to really say, like, okay, we're gonna go back. Or, like,
I guess
travel.
I just don't feel like I need, like, it doesn't give me I don't think anything different of it than any other day. So, like, it's not a reason.
That's fair.
I'm the Grinch. I actually hate Christmas.
I don't like
As I
the
get older,
gift.
I hate it more and more.
Like, I like the idea of giving, but I don't like the, like, idea of gift giving. Of, like, everything that goes into it. Of, like, now you have to get this one, you have to get this person a thing, because they got you something last year. And then someone gives you something, and you didn't get them something, and then it's like, fuck, now this is awkward.
Just tell everyone not to get you gifts.
I just
Like I do.
don't like it. And then I feel bad for my mother, too. She spends way too much money on us.
She wants to, though.
I know she does, but she...
You don't need to
I'm
feel
20
bad for other people's
I'm 26
decisions.
years old, and she gets me presents like I'm 8 still.
Mm-hmm.
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 We made my mom cry the year that we told her that we didn't want to do Christmas anymore, so...
This is a depressing Christmas episode. I feel like we just complained about Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody! I'm the Grinch.
Okay, I think we're good
Well,
this time.
tell us everything down below.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. Bye. Do they have bells?
Nope.